Are we live?
Yes.
Yeah, now we're live. Yeah.
Are we live?
Yes. Are we live?
Grid.
Hey guys, welcome our new player, Gloomy Bear.
Oh my god!
Gloomy Bear.
Oh my
Gloomy
God.
What
Welcome.
did you call me?
To Shadows Over Velda. Episode 36. We are coming to you live. I'm at least coming to you live from Portland, Oregon. I am in Portland at Rose City Comic Con. One of these days, I swear I will do a session where I'm not at a convention. Some people call me crazy for it. I do too. But I'm glad to have you guys back. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us today. I know some of us are tired. I will be upfront, chat. This is gonna be a shorter session, just because there's a lot going on. People got a lot going on. It's been a busy week for everybody, and rest is good. and Silk Song came out. So we are Silk Song is out. So after this session, I'm probably gonna play Silk Song and go to bed. And I'm sure at least half of the player base is gonna do the same.
I'm gonna make
But I wanted to come in. We wanted to do a little bit more because this travel arc is going to take a little bit. I wanted to have to have some more events and things going on, and have a good time. But thank you guys in chat as well for coming. Let's take a moment and talk about Grizzly's new model. First of all, the elephant in the room.
We don't have to.
Look at that. It's great. It looks beautiful, man.
Yes.
Oh God.
I love all the zippers and the danglies. Oh, we got glasses too.
Yeah. Actually,
You're coming for my brand.
It's the round glasses.
is a single tooth.
The single
Well, I don't know, I
tooth
just-
of the
Singular
actually
tooth.
is so good.
I think it's, actually,
Fireball.
I wish I had some sort of Ray
Fireball.
Ray toggle, but I don't. I actually can make myself
You
have
got an
eyes.
Argentum one instead. You just love them.
You can
that
make
much.
yourself have eyes. Ugh! Oh my god, that was scary.
Is this Ray
I
Ray
have a
enough?
human Claude model that
That was
like if you lift
horrifying.
the hair, it shows these weird, gross, beady eyes. So yeah, those are actually way cuter than
No, that's
than
crazy.
the ones
I love
he has.
that.
Can add them and then cry.
Oh, you can cry too. Oh, adorable. No,
What do you mean
add
I'm getting
layers
that
to the
one,
RP.
DM?
Oh, it's what the dice say, but not my heart. Okay. So thank you, chat, for being here as well. Thank you for giving us a reason to do this stuff. I really do appreciate that. But we're gonna dive in with little pretext here. We're gonna go ahead and start with an icebreaker question, which kind of gives everybody a little bit more about the specific characters that our players are playing without giving the whole game away. And the icebreaker question we were talking about before we started the stream, we were talking about whether or not we play D&D with music in the background, because apparently there are some psychopaths out here that don't. But we on that same like musical question, what is something that your character does that is like, this is my zen place, this is where I go to relax, or what do they have on in the background in quotations, but obviously like fantasy, what do they listen to kind of unwind or focus or get their mood straight? What's something that's like familiar to them that they can listen to or experience? A room that they're in, a particular sound that they enjoy hearing. I feel like that's kind of like an in-universe way to say, do you play D&D without music? So with that, we'll go up, right? We'll go up from the bottom. All right, Leju. What does
That's
Fi-
so funny that I go first every session because you say it.
Oh, do I do that?
You do this exact.
Well, I
thing
just looked at Ben and I'm like,
every
Ben said he's
session in a
tired.
row.
I'm gonna let him chill.
I need a
Check the
moment to
tapes,
process
SOW
it.
crew, SOW crew, the past 10 episodes that you've used this exact opening.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
Well, now it's a bit.
Okay, you'll go now. It's a bit. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
now
sure.
go.
Okay.
Unusually,
sure.
let's let Fi go first.
Yeah, unusually, as if it never happens. I would say, yeah, Phoenix. I feel like this is not really like an answer that's surprising. I think the players and also the viewers have already seen this. When Phoenix needs to concentrate, he will find a place to himself and converse with himself or like with Zach.
Okay.
And that is oftentimes like even though technically it's not a second voice, but it is like another person grounding him as well. And so that is usually what Fi will do. Spoiler for whatever episode that was. Many like 19 or whatever it was.
I didn't even realize that's what he was doing. That's so sad.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all good. That's a good little focus thing and talking to yourself and kind of
Yeah.
I guess internal monologue.
Because I mean, like if I like confides in Zach, and Zach would be like, you should stop being a little bitch. If I were you, I'd be
Going
doing
to them
this
for
shit all the
counsel.
time.
Yeah. Okay. Good answer. Surprise. Guess who's next? Juzo. Sunder. What is Sunder's focus thing? What is their focus process? What do they listen to? That kind of thing. What do they enjoy? Where do they go to kind of hunker down, put their nose to the grindstone?
A line of Coke. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Nice.
Where does
I crush up 9 Ritalin.
I crushed up 9 Ritalin and an Adderall, and now I'm just here. Where would Sunder go to like focus, or like what would he do to focus? Damn. I feel like he would just kind of, go out into the woods and just kind of like listen to, nature around him, listen to like birds chirping and, just kind of sit amongst the trees, kind of existing.
Okay.
I feel like he'd be able to focus a lot more with like
So the
peace and
whims of the
quiet.
winds in nature.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Yeah, I could see Sunder up in a tree or something like that, tail dangling down, vibing, taking it in.
Bro's got monkey mentality. He's just dangling from a tree.
Yeah. Return to monkey. All right, fantastic answer. Okay, moving on up. Scylla. What is Argentum's? What is their focus method? What do they do? How do they right their mind?
We've technically already seen it. When they were in the Silken Vale, they instead of going to a private area, they specifically stayed in the bar itself, and that wasn't just because there was a pretty lady. As part of it. But listen, I
Nope.
can't.
My ears are closed.
Camera thing with me.
But Argentum really likes busy spaces and having sort of like that general ambiance to when they're working, or like even working in like a shop space or something like that. Just having a bit of hustle and bustle around them, it can sometimes give them ideas, or even just if instead of, like if you get a bit of writer's block, they can focus on something else for a little while and watch other people's stories and just kind of people watch for a while until like they can get some more ideas.
Yeah. No, people watching is really good, especially for people like Argentum that are writers. Kind of gives you a little bit of an insight onto it makes you realize the fact that we're all just people living our own lives. We all got our own entire backstories that we've accumulated over our years, and getting to crack into those is great. Especially, I'm sure Argentum is you crack it open and suck the marrow of life.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, brother.
Moving on up. Grizz, what is Zephyriel's calm, meditative, focus, happy place?
I've sort of, we've already sort of seen it, but it's like multi-layered. It is not necessarily a meditative practice, but more of a grounding disciplinary practice, and it's inspired by like religious self-flagellation. It is when Zephyriel tattoos himself usually.
I figured, yeah.
And it's what I did in the first episode when he bursted out of the room and was like covered in sweat and like barely dressed.
Everyone's like, "What are you doing in there?"
Basically, I just finished, like tattoos on his thigh, and it usually I'm sure more background to that process will come up if we get back into tattooing again. But yeah, that's the gist of it.
Sure. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, I can see. I'm sure people that have gotten. I have never had a tattoo before, but I'm sure people that have gotten a tattoo can, like, say that it does get like therapeutic. It does kind of become meditative.
I
Where
know it's very
you
cathartic.
can kind of hit like a place of zen after a while.
And
Not
afterwards,
on
like
the
when
th-
you're finished.
Yeah. Not
Oh,
on the
yeah.
thigh, though.
Like a
The
lot of,
thighs
like,
are so
dopamine
fucking
and-
sensitive.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you really, oh my god, yeah, it's a high for sure. I was also gonna say, like, as a comforting thing in the spirit of us talking about music, I was imagining, like, I don't know if it was last session or a few sessions ago, but I think Ray has like a humming, like someone in his life hummed a song as he was growing up, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be one of the priestesses that may or may not come up later, and that is stuck with him. That particular tune.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's great. It's a sound is elicits all sorts of memories and stuff, and being able to hold on to that vocally is really cool. Okay, going up, we have Ben. What is character we don't know too much about yet, but what is Silent Beak's meditation practices? How does Silent Beak ground themselves and kind of restore themselves mentally to focus?
Probably being somewhere dark, dank, and cramped, basically.
Well,
Jill,
you're in
like,
luck. I'm
you
excited.
shove her in a cupboard, and then just give her like maybe 15 minutes, and then she'll come out and be like, "Okay, I'm fully ready for whatever is happening now."
Wow. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, that makes sense. Given their how they were raised, and it's just there is a little bit of like that's why weighted blankets are a thing, right? There's a little bit of coziness in the
Yeah.
in the slight uncomfortability. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm being swaddled. This is safety, right? There's no way out backwards. There's no the only way out is like something I can see. Sort of weird predatory instinct where you're just like I'm looking at the only access to me right now.
She's definitely the type to use a weighted blanket if they were a thing in
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
in this world.
I don't know what they'd be made out of. Okay. All right. Let me start my music. All right. Cool.
Enjoy
Now.
your music.
We come back as you guys were. It was a rather eventful session last time. Sunder had been elected to 1v1 a treant, and Stonebow, the large treant that seemed to be under the influence of something that wasn't necessarily the priest, the bullywug priest that you guys had run into. You handedly dealt with the treant. After a couple of rounds, they had drawn this fight circle in shrooms, this like large fairy ring with which you could fight within. Captain Hornjack kind of stumbled in before you did, so it swiftly became a 2v1. And after he did that, the bullywug shaman really didn't do anything about it, which led you guys to believe that he has, and through a series of very excellent rolls, might I add, from everybody, you came to the conclusion as a group that this bullywug shaman may have shown himself off to be relatively intimidating and powerful and like had a grip on everything, but it seemed like something was working through him. And after a couple minutes of fighting, you went to the shaman. Shaman kind of it admitted that if we don't win this, or if there is no victor, if we call this off, I will be eaten essentially by my followers and the people that I'm leading through these frozen wastes. You're not sure exactly what happened to him. After you guys you had realized that, and you're just like, okay, so we won, we got to get out of here. Varric and Krillin helped detach the boat from the harpoons that had been being held there by the bullywugs. After you had detached the harpoons, it gave Cinderis a little bit more weight to kind of rev the engine up, and you guys pushed on through, breaking the nets and moving on down the Irimismar. towards your next quarry, but not before burying. Silent Beak took it upon herself to have a lovely little funeral, a lovely little, maybe not funeral, but some sort of burial, funerary rites, in her own way for Stonebow. After you had axed this myconic treant that was being piloted essentially by the bullywug, by some unknown force.
Wait, you axed him
entirely
what?
sure what you axed. You axed him in half, is what you did. You had buried him in this small little grove of like poplar trees that you had found, and you enlisted some of the other people on the ship, specifically Barry, who carried the large log corpse. I'm not sure. The detritus that was Stonebow. You planted him in a specific way, down to the exact details specified by Silent Beach. You had a beautiful little ceremony, and after a little bit, as you guys walk back, you heard the rubbery explosion that was this blooming of this beautiful red cap mushroom. It's about the size, like a 2.5-story mushroom, that was served as like a gravestone, a grave marker, or what happens when you bury a treant, especially in this area, one that had been infected by this substance. You had also noticed that during the fight there was something going on in this thing's quote brain, this mushy lichenous mass that was on the inside of this treant was corrupted, whether benevolently or malevolently. There was something happening there. There was some sort of manipulation. Is there anything so far that I'm missing? You want to go back? Because I know for a fact that we had a lovely interaction between Ray and Argentum after the fact, down below. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anybody?
Listen,
Oh.
I was seeing if Higgity Heck and Grace will go first. I was given space.
Well, I gave more space. You're welcome.
Well, shit. You're just a better person than I am myself. Okay.
I win.
I won't beat you up.
You go first. You started the interaction. I feel
Yeah.
like.
So both Ray and Argentum were like, "Oh, hey, I need to talk to you." "Oh, wait, no, I need to talk to you." "Let's go talk," is essentially how that started. It was very sweet. But at the top of their discussion, they went to Zephyrael's room specifically, which is next to Bryant's. And Argentum was asking him about the curse of Lolth that they're dealing with, and seeing what he might know in terms of how to deal with it, if there's any ways to remove it. And Ray's idea was foolish, but it was that he would try to touch the Eye of Lolth instead and see if it, because of his affinity with Lolth, he would try to take on the curse himself. And Argentum said,
Right.
absolutely fucking not.
Right.
No. You're my friend, no. And after that conversation, Ray asked Argentum sort of a very intimate question, not in a sexual manner, but it is very intimate. He was asking them if they would help him tattoo his legs and do some of the tattoos in the areas that he's not able to reach himself. And it was just a very tender and very personal interaction, and I think it really goes to show how close the two of them have gotten in ways I don't think either of them ever expected.
Yeah. Can you imagine going back to episode 1 where
Yeah,
Ray is
we could not
a little bit
stand
prickly.
each other.
Yeah. But
and
it's
Varric interrupted it.
Yeah, because Varric's
Yes.
like, hey, yo, y'all fucking?
no, I mean, yeah, and apparently.
And they
In
bet
traditional
on it.
bro fashion, Bryant and Varric had made a bet on whether or not there was something going on in there. And yeah, you're unsure what the bet was, but somebody won some money. Yeah.
Bryant lost, but the thing is like they're under false pretense, so technically whoever lost is the winner. And they think that
well,
we
you
did.
got to take that up with Bryant.
And you know what? What a lousy amount of time. He like only he knocked and then gave like, I don't know, 30 seconds and then came back. Not saying that if it's
like,
only
wow,
30 seconds
you
long,
really-
it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it's not that long.
He really thinks
That's true.
that we can't hold her.
That's
Show how long you can
exactly.
schedule that.
Just believed it so easily.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Fuckers.
All right, and yeah, it was a beautiful little like a tender scene. It was very emotional, like but physically emotional, if that makes sense. Where we were talking about
Yeah.
tattoos earlier, where it's just like, yeah, this is I'm trusting you with my doing whatever this is, and even then you were unsure what was going to be tattooed on you. What was tattooed?
So, because Argentum didn't know how to tattoo, they actually asked Ray to do a tattoo on them first. And I believe Ray tattooed on Argentum's dominant hand that they write with, which is their left hand. For the artists out there, you're welcome. He tattooed a rune meaning guardian angel, which Grizz and I talked about, and we actually pulled a Nordic rune that was like
Okay.
the closest approximation. And there's actually been some really cool art of it, which is awesome. But yeah,
That's amazing.
they trusted Ray to do a little small tattoo on their finger so that they could watch and see how it's done before they do it on him. But
Yeah.
now they are, I don't know, permanently bonded through art in a way. At least that's how Argentum sees it.
Maybe when you
That was
finish the job.
Listen, your friends wouldn't let us.
Oh, they're not my friends. Varric is your friend. Varric is your friend. Varric and I are.
Right.
We know each other.
Yeah, you're a little.
I
It's a little tense. There's a little electricity in the air
Fine.
there.
Your friend, your angel friend, in like
You think-
assisted in that interrupt.
You think Bryant put him up to interrupting?
Yes.
There's no way.
Absolutely.
Because if Bryant
Go
was
screw
a
with my
real
friend.
was a real bro, he'd be like, okay, let them finish and then go check. That's what I
Well,
think.
Well, who's to say they didn't?
He did let you finish.
How would they know?
You haven't seen him in
Bro's been
forever.
with you for-
He doesn't know what
yeah,
your
he's-
stamina's like.
It's like we
This
were
is-
remarkably quiet for that.
This is
might
yeah,
have
and it's
grabbed
like a
a tattoo.
small wooden wall too.
Yeah,
Like, there's just no
you'd
creaking.
think they would know. Like there ain't. Damn.
Is there a hole in the
Okay.
wall? No, because then they would know for sure. Maybe I'm just imagining Varric having his ear up to the wall in Bryant's room as Bryant lays there half dead.
Brian's
and dying.
asleep.
Yeah.
Varric's just like, I'll be
What the
fucking.
fuck is going
know
on in
what?
there?
I think he's jealous.
I was about to
You know what?
say,
I was about
I
to.
think
Yeah, I was gonna
Eric
say the
wants
same thing.
Argentum
Anywho.
has been hitting on him pretty aggressively.
Oh, for sure. But once Varric kind of showed his hand, you were Argentum was
Maybe
like,
he wants me.
No, Argentum's still down. Let's still do it.
Okay. All right. That said, is there anything that I missed? Anything important that you guys
I don't think
remember that you
so.
want to bring up that you did? Anything cool? I know Juzo had Sunder had a hell of a fight with that tree.
I
And it
beat
was really
the
cool.
shit out of that tree.
Yup. It was like this big armored coated in like bark and other bits of like calcified wood and stuff like that it kind of served as armor. And you just with your new hammer. What did you call it again?
Downfall.
Downfall. Right. Yeah. With the new hammer Downfall that Krillin and Cinderas kind of forged. With your old quarterstaff and then a big hunk of blackstone, really made short work of that tree, which is quite surprising. You had some really good rolls too, and Captain Hornjack had some terrible rolls. What a waste! What a useless guy.
He's an
Well, he
old
can drive a
drunk
boat.
man.
but he can drive a boat, and that's what's important. All right, cool. That said, we're back in it. We are on the deck of the Blood Cutter, as you guys have.
We gave birth to
Silent
a tree,
Beak.
right? Just making sure.
You did. You gave birth to a large tree-like fungoid, a large mushroom.
Did we leave it behind,
That.
right? Because it was like.
Yes, it wasn't like sentient or anything. It just kind of was this giant mushroom in the middle of this poplar grove that kind of that threw a canopy over everything. And in the last hour or so, maybe 90 minutes, Silent Beak and the group that she had left the Blood Cutter with come back with muddy shovels, muddy shoes, and some frosty fingers, but look back on this large mushroom. And Silent Beak, could you please give me a religion check for me?
You got it, boys.
Boss.
Fucking, here we
One
go.
religion cup coming up, boss.
8.
8. Okay. So
I
it's
rolled a
been a
2.
little bit. Okay, but that's plus what? Okay, cool. All right, sweet.
Actually, hang on. I think I might have a feat that will let me re-roll that.
Okay.
Let me. I didn't have it written in my my roll 20, so let me open up D&D Beyond super quick and see if
Sure,
I
man.
can find it.
Real?
I'm glad you also have a double sheet on D&D.
Oh, actually no, never mind. Well, actually no, yeah, I can do it.
What's
I'm
that?
gonna use. Can I like roll this with advantage? Because I can do that 3 times a day.
Yeah,
Or 3 times
especially
per long rest.
given. Yeah,
It's my
especially
Kinku
given what you
recall.
just did. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me. This will be the other roll. Okay, that's a lot better. Oh, I did have it
Alright,
here.
yeah, much better.
Yeah, that's this.
Yeah, there you go.
23, boss.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. So with the 23, it's been a while since you had to bury anybody like fully. You've given funeral rites, you've given like last rites, you've made people's passings a little bit more comfortable or a little bit more meaningful, but it's been a while since you have fully like laid to rest a sentient being. And it's filled you with this satisfaction, this sense that you're fulfilling one of your purposes here. You feel this connection as you were kind of delegating tasks to everybody, telling who to dig what and where. It was like you were putting together a puzzle in your head, and every time you put another piece in or told somebody to do something, it was like, yeah, okay, cool, nice, yeah, it's going well. It feels like this went overwhelmingly well. It went incredibly, and you had I think you even mentioned last time, and you had said aloud that normally this sort of thing takes a while to happen. The mushroom, erecting itself, the your sprites to kind of like settle and find a spot to impart their magic on the ground and everything. And as you walk towards the ship and you take one good last look at the mushroom that's kind of in the valley that you had in that stand of poplar trees, you feel this clawed hand on your feathered shoulder, underneath of your clothing, even just like onto your shoulder, and it kind of grips tightly and lets go.
I'll look to where it was, thinking like, oh my god, was that a spider? Was there a spider under my cloak?
And you turn around with a little bit of like fright, and Barry, who has a shovel and a mattock on one shoulder together, looks back at you and says, "Something wrong?"
she stares at him and then gives like a little wave in front of her face, like to dismiss, and turns back around, staring at the mushrooms. Curiosity in her eyes.
Yeah. This you feel close to Curionsly for the first time in a bit. Hasn't been like years or anything, but like in like a month of travel. This is why you're here, and it just feels good to do the job that you're good at. And you will have a point of inspiration for today.
Fuck yeah.
Yippee.
Beak will reminisce on like all the commanding stuff that she did, and we'll just like give a little satisfied, like a little chuffed,
Little chuff.
little chuff.
Beautiful.
And
Okay,
she'll like put her hands on her hips and stand proud, and she's like, yeah, nodding to
great.
herself like, let's fucking go.
It's a job well done, and you know, and the best part about this is you know the spirit got where it needed to go. It's a rarity that you are able to have such decisiveness in your work. But you know, with the help of the people that you were surrounded yourself with, your friends, you're able to have a very effective last rites for Stonebow. You never buried a treant before. It's kind of exciting.
It felt like planting a tree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, crazy, right?
Crazy.
Anyway, so as you guys, you and your burial cadre make your way back onto the deck of the Blood Cutter, Varric and Captain Hornjack are arguing about who should take the wheel and you know, having a bit of a spat. Krillin is down below. But you have a couple of other people that you have yet to like actually meet or make introductions with as a group. I'm just addressing everybody now. You have a couple of other. I know Argentum kind of made a dossier on one or two of them, but don't have many of their names. We only really know Barry Barrowwheat, and the other two, one of which this kind of slender, quiet, soft-spoken, almost like a roguelike individual that had a hood up. There's this like, they have armor that is like a black leather, almost like covered in ashes or some sort of dirt, and has like a cowl over her nose and mouth and stuff. And the only thing that you really see about her, like personality-wise, are these like yellow eyes, these like striking yellow eyes. But it seems like this person spent most of their time in the crow's nest. And they didn't even come down for the fight with the treant. They kind of just stayed up there and looked at the bullywugs. And the other one you have definitely come into contact with, I would say, Silent Beak, because they were the one last time that almost refused to start digging or was very, very uppity about getting any sort of like dirt or mud on themselves. This person had polished boots, and his blade, I mean, even his teeth were just like white and ready to go. This guy, again, looked like he was cosplaying a soldier. It almost looks like he shouldn't be wearing the outfit or shouldn't even be here. He seems very out of place. But those are the two that you haven't really properly met yet. And they're kind of milling about, checking tack, making sure sails are tied down. But there is netting still on the mast. You guys broke through the netting and were able to still like move down the river. But you'd be moving without the aid of the wind. It would be a little slower. And you would be, you wouldn't be able to use the sails as effectively as you have, with a little bit of an over-reliance on Syndaris to kind of power everything. Let me see. I would need one person to roll me a d8, please, for today.
Not it.
Group decision. It's time to work.
I did it.
Yeah, you did it
sometime.
last few
I'll
times, right?
do it.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason I
Okay.
felt like I did it. That's why I was like, I don't want to do it again. But yeah, no, it was totally you. You put those frogs on us. Like that was your fault.
3.
A 3. Okay.
Oh my
All right.
god, is it more frogs?
No, it is not more frogs. Actually,
It's not.
it is not more frogs. As you guys make your way onto the boat and start settling in, about like 30, 45 minutes pass. The remaining crew members, including Vera, kind of reel up the gangplank back into where it's supposed to be. Unmoor the ship itself from these large naval ropes, from these big rocks, and you can kind of feel the ship start to like move itself back into the proper course of the river. Couple of like shouts from the crew before the ship begins to slowly list down the river. Again, it's weird. Usually, when a lot of you guys have done like travel by boat before, and you feel the current move you. The way the ship is being moved, it doesn't feel like the current is pushing. It feels like the water is pulling it forward, rather than, being pushed by an overwhelming force behind it. It's like being pulled down river. And even Hornjack kind of made a comment about it every now and again. He's like, he feels this is a little strange. It's a little weird to be going down a new waterway as quickly as it's been formed. It's a little adventurous. Let's see. So with that, what is it? What did you get? 3. Okay. The the clouds part, and you actually get a little bit of warmth over the next hour and a half, 2 hours of you going down the Ira Mismar. It is a little tepid. It's almost humid outside. The snow and the ice melt on the sides of the ship run down the lacquered oaken wood of the actual hull of the ship into the river itself. It's still cold. It's like, maybe 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's not freezing for once. You're not, iced over. It's not the tundra. This feels a little more like the boreal forest, where it's the Pacific Northwest, right? It's wet. It's cool. It's old growth. There's the moss and the lichen are coming out to kind of grab some sun. Everything is beginning to thaw and melt, and you're able to see grass again. These large, vast, rolling hills of Lolthlorian, a frontier that has been untouched by trade or industry. And as you keep going, every now and again, you'll see a ruin, or a temple that's half buried, or you see the bow of a ship that's coming out of the ground. What else? But yeah, as you keep going, is there anything you guys would like to do in this 4 or 5 hours that you are just traveling down the river? Anything you would like to talk about, discuss?
You want to finish those tattoos?
Yeah. Let's get into it. If we're still around, everyone on the group after burying the tree, Argentum will say, because I'm not letting you guys fucking forget this, because I haven't forgotten. It seemed as though there was sort of a fungal influence over that tree end. Does anyone else get that?
Yeah, I totally noticed that.
The ring, or
Well, the ring, and when I looked at the pieces of bark that were thrown off of it during the fight, it seemed like there was almost like purplish fungal spores in
Super
amongst
visibly
it.
obvious, Phoenix.
I
don't
know.
how you missed it.
I really don't understand how you missed that, Ray.
that is Phoenix just like.
So petty.
Is there a point to this?
I'm just curious if anyone else noticed anything, heard anything?
DM, refresh my memory. When I tried to like dispel magic on the circle, did something specific happen, or?
I mean, yeah. You attempted to. You were smart enough and savvy enough spellcaster to understand that whatever, like, cancel was a counter spell that you cast.
It was dispel magic.
Dispel magic, yeah. Whatever you tried to use dispel magic, it wasn't anything near you that interrupted this spell that like caused your spell to fizzle out. This was something that was like, it was very powerful that was doing it, and you were able to suss that out because they were able to do that remotely. They were able to, manipulate the ley lines or the spores around you or the air itself to ground your magic and make it inoperable.
The treant said in that moment, I'm really trying not to meta, but it's been a while, so I'm trying to help. This is also important to me, so I'm gonna say it. The treant said the name Zilix, so there's that. Enjoy that piece of knowledge. You're welcome.
Yes, you do. Yeah, and that was said to Silent Beak, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you remember that easy.
yeah, so
The
Beak
name
will
Zilix
remember
was
that,
kind of exhaled on you.
and
No, I didn't hear anything from where I was
we'll
standing.
we'll quickly write down on her tablet. Heard the name Zilix. Like there's like 4 different kinds of spellings.
Those spellings
gentleman-
does have 5 letters.
Playing
Zelix,
Wordle?
Zilix with a K. Like she's like trying. She's just like like gesturing at the tablet, like trying to indicate something like this.
Are you certain this is the name that you heard?
She like pauses and then gives a slow nod.
What, friend of yours?
Mm-mm. Friend of a friend. And they'll just sort of tap their temple. I was
The
told...
old one or the new one?
New one. Patori told me that I should find this Zilix. He's a myconid. He lives within the Underdark.
So you lost your
Patori
chance.
used to
then.
know him. No, not necessarily. There are many ways. It's within the Underdark. We
Hmm.
try to find out where there might be colonies within the Underdark. Follow any fungal growths we might find. I don't know. I'll do some
Mhm.
research, but
Is this important
Can't
to
be
you
close.
or the friend you carry?
both of us.
What's it to you?
Well, to me, it is, how to put it? He said it's a good lead to find out how to, well, save Valkyrie and my mother, and they are knowledgeable of these sorts of things. They're an old creature. I don't know much. But I
So
will
what's he
take
doing
everything I
gallivanting
can
with some
find.
frogs?
I don't know. I don't know him.
I just assumed your buddy would have told you a little bit more if you were looking
He-
to find him.
Can barely tell me anything right now. He's running from Lolth.
Beak will ponder all of these things being asked, and then we'll write, sure that Zelix, she's still misspelling it, was controlling Trient, question mark?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything, but it seemed like there was a myconid influence, and if that is the name you heard, puzzle pieces are falling together. That's all I'm saying.
She will wipe away what she wrote, and then write, felt like distant interference.
That would make sense. I mean, especially if it's a tree ant. Myconids work through spores, so it's sort of part of the natural balance, yes? Spores and nature and vines and roots, it's a tree. Can work its way up
That
through the
checks out.
ground. That's the only thing I could think of. So leads me to believe it is still in the Underdark, which can scarcely imagine myconids wanting to leave their fungal homes. But even then, I don't know much about them.
She
At the very least, we know they're
nods
still kicking.
slowly. She'll write, then perhaps ... trail of spores to follow? Question mark.
Possibly once we're on land.
We, look, we're, as much as I'd love to go out and find these mushrooms, we are kind of already in the midst of a bad trip, so.
Oh, yes, no, we need to get your friend to the pools. That comes first. I know.
And we have that tournament and a devil child to find and a
it'll
god
be
to
a hot
appease and
second.
a god to avoid, and
We've much to do.
possibly one of our friends may or may not be alive somewhere in the ether. We'll see.
Yes.
You will.
You will find out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot to add to the plate. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I'm not trying to add another thing. I'm just noting my findings.
Right.
Putting pieces together.
One thread at a time.
Beak will
You're right.
raise her like head suddenly as if realizing something, and then we'll quickly write down many voices in many people's heads. Weird? Question mark.
Weird, bro.
Weird.
Weird? I suppose she doesn't know.
I mean,
There's been so
Don't-
much going on.
all of us have a voice in our head.
Well, conscience, yes.
Yeah, usually
Oh.
when I think yeah.
Usually when I think. Yeah,
I think
usually
what I
I'm
think.
thinking.
I think the only voice in my head recently was that tree ant. I don't think they normally speak, but
Oh. I'll explain later, Beak. Best in private.
She nods. She gives like oh, she's excited to hear about it.
You see, walking through your small meeting. I imagine you guys are you on the deck doing this, or
I assumed so, because Argentum
Okay.
asked everybody like before we all dispersed.
Yeah.
walking across the deck is Elandra, and she has in her hands several, a dozen weapons, swords, like bows, daggers, all sorts, any sort of martial weapons that she can find, and it looks like she's like stocking the like weapon racks around the ship, taking inventory of things, like actually taking part in like the crewmanship of everything.
Real.
And she comes up to the group and says, after she has like laid the last kind of rusty longsword up against a weapon rack, and says, "How are we doing?"
Good, I suppose. Can only
How are
speak
She
you?
for
glances at your
myself.
hand, Argentum, and gives you a kind of like a, "You sure?"
As good as I can at the time.
Excellent. Well, If there is anything I can do while I am here, let me know. I am sorry I couldn't help fight the treant. As much as I wanted to, I knew it would probably be ill-advised.
You're all right.
I gave Hornjack a stern talking to, though. Breaking the rules of
Seems-
combat.
Seems he needs a little bit of training.
Yes. Adventure clouds the minds of many warriors.
I'm very glad that I was able to convince our bullywug friend to allow Sunder into the ring. Otherwise, I feel that Hornjack would be the fertilizer of that treant.
Alondra looks you up and down, Sunder, and says, I've never seen you wield a maul quite like that. Excellent form for someone
Thank you.
inexperienced.
Mm.
Backhanded compliment goes crazy.
Sunder will kind of just like smile and then turn his head away from Alondra because he doesn't know how to process that comment. He doesn't know if it's nice or sarcastic.
Her shot missed completely. Complete whiff. That was a shot. She shot it and it whiffed.
If you would like to spar sometime, let me know. Maybe I can give you a few pointers.
Seconds up. Is it going to hit the backboard of the rim?
Into the parking lot, please.
I appreciate the offer, but I've trained most of my life. I don't think I really need any pointers.
Nothing but net.
But I appreciate it.
You've trained,
Wait, that's
sure,
what
but
they
have
don't
you
like.
trained with a drow?
I know.
A drow. Can't say that I have, but I have trained with elves.
He's trained with elves. And she kind of walks away, laughing.
Killed the mood immediately.
Yeah, she disappears below deck, presumably to maybe inventory some stuff or get some more of the defenses together. As you guys have been walking around the ship in the last couple of days, it has gone from a state of disrepair to a state of marginal functionality. You see, there's trodden paths. People are starting to like bake themselves into the ship itself, right? They're starting to live here. It's becoming a little bit more homey, a little bit more cozy. The dust is gone from pretty much everything. Things have been moved around, slid and replaced. Boards have been put back together. Repairs have been made. You see the cowled, kind of lithe, spindly, black armored, roguish type crew member that has been up and down the masts, cutting the nets from the masts themselves as they fall to the deck in like these heaps. These holes in the side of the ships are being repaired just as it's being moving too. It seems like the people who are doing the day-to-day are starting to gel, and they're understanding their role a little bit more. That said, the sun was semi-visible, kind of like you know what a sundog is, where you're like through the clouds and the sun is like kind of, it has like a halo over it.
I had to Google that.
It's a little
Is that what they call
little hazy.
Sundog?
It's called a sundog, yeah.
It is called a sundog. Yeah, apparently.
That's fucked up.
Kind of got this nice little sundog, like tundra, prismatic aura that's in the air, combined with the wispy aurora of purple shadows and clouds that have gone through. But this is like one of the first times that you've been able to see the sun like proper, like there it is. Yeah, it's here. And it's casting, it's like kind of baking the surface, drying everything off, a little bit warmer. But as you guys keep moving, approaching like 3 hours now, consistent travel, which is fairly good. Every now and again, you'll see a herd of like, there's like a herd of some cloven hoofed animal, like bovine almost. It kind of looks like a bison off to the port side. starboard side. You see little tiny black specks on the horizon that are moving on the side of a hill. Unsure what those could possibly be. As you keep moving, there is life further down. It's life on like a prairie, so it's very few and far between. But this is an untouched area of the world. After a couple hours, the sun gets a little bit harder to see, and the purple aurora in the sky gets a little thicker, a little bit more dense and hazy, and it's almost as though you are beginning to sail into some sort of purple fog or smoke that's in front of you, and it becomes quite apparent after about 2 minutes into this that it doesn't seem to be getting any lighter. It's getting denser, it's getting heavier. Your field of vision, which for a while was kilometers, you could see the black specks on the prairie way out, which could be like herds of animals or a migrating troop of nomadic people or something like that. But you can't see now probably 500 feet to your sides. It is this thick, dark, almost like you could almost take a bite out of it. This hazy aura that has kind of enveloped the ship as you go through. It's almost like there's like sand in the air, very, very fine particles. You see the black armored cowled crew member like tightening up her cowl, tightening it in the back, making sure there's a nice seal on her face. A couple other like crew members, Barry kind of puts his hood up. It's like a dust storm, but there's something weirdly foreign about it. You've got some of you guys have even traveled through in the south, up through dust storms and even sandstorms and like haboobs and stuff like that. It's kind of like that, but like it's too cold for any of that stuff. It's too wet to have any sort of like dry particulate in the air. So you're unsure what's going on, but as you sail down the river a little bit more, it just gets denser and denser.
Beak is gonna notice this, roll her eyes, and then write down and show to Phoenix. One thing after another with this group, huh?
Yeah, you get used to it.
She looks like she gives a face of just someone who's signed up for something without realizing fully what it's entailed, and just kind of narrows her eyes.
It's like our lives are on this bleak random encounters table.
It's like roll the dice, random.
Does this mist feel at all magical?
Make an Arcana check.
You got it, buddy.
That's a 13.
13. It doesn't take much to realize, there is something arcane about it. You're unsure what exactly the nature of the magic is, or what its intention is, or what even its like side effect is. But you do know that this is an unnatural. Well, no, it is not an unnatural thing, but it is being manipulated magically.
Does anyone know how close we are to White's Moraine?
Oh.
Hard to say.
Is Varric about?
Yeah, Varric is on the poop deck with Hornjack. He's just kind of chilling there, making sure that he doesn't burn the ship down. It seems like Varric is babysitting, and if you would like to go look for him, you can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna go look for Varric.
Could I just in case? Could I divine sense within 60 feet?
Smart.
Or that's my range. I know it'll.
Yeah,
pick
you
up-
can divine sense.
It'll pick up Bryant, but anything other than that.
So it picks up Bryant. It picks up Antimony, his greatsword. It picks up the trappings of Lolth as well. There's a small little blip on that, but you don't really see anything celestial. other than Bryant, his armor, his weapons, and the trappings that you guys have. Where is the heart of Lolth, by the way? Where did you leave that?
That's a good question.
It's probably on me now. I mean, it was on.
Is it with Soot or is it with you?
It was with Soot before, but it's probably with me now in a little bag.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's in Ray's bag. Because everyone's like, "Hey, Argentum, don't be close to it," and they're like, "Aye, Captain."
Yeah, it's
Real.
it's on my thing, on my person. I got it on me.
Hell yeah, brother.
You got
Okay.
that thing on me.
Got that
So
thing
you
on
do-
you.
yeah, you got that thing on you. So you do see all of those things, but it doesn't seem like the fog, the mist, this haze that you are, this miasma that you guys are sailing into is celestial in any way. You approach Varric, who is kind of leaning over the side of the ship. He's got his, not necessarily a cowl, looks like maybe a scarf that he had put together, or a scrap of fabric that he's wrapped around his mouth and nose, and pulls it down when you approach Argentum. Hey, how are things?
They're fine. Do you know how close we are to the White Marine at this point?
We're chartered out about another 2 days. 3 if we take another pit stop.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Making
due to
pace.
Curious.
The hard
due to
part
the
is-
nature of this.
We don't know where we're going. We just know we're going in the right direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. I'm just the only reason I'm curious is because of, and I'll just kind of gesture at the purple fog all around. Just, I don't
Yeah.
know, due to the,
I don't know either.
it feels magical, if that makes sense.
Does. He kind of looks over the bow of the ship and tries to look out. Can't see a damn thing. I hope we don't hit anything.
Me too. I'm not really.
Hornjack pipes up. We're not gonna hit anything as long as I'm here. I'm like, sure,
He's going to
Dad.
get hit- He's going to get hit plenty, though. Apparently.
Like, Varric tries to stifle a laugh. Let him hear you say that.
That's why I'm saying it to you.
He leans over the side of the deck and, like, breathes heavy. And he turns his eyes to you, Argentum. I'm sorry I couldn't help you guys more than I already have.
What? You've
I-
done plenty.
I have. There was. I don't know. I guess we all feel a little bit of guilt about not being able to hold Ivbranca. Everybody
Mhm.
looks at Hornjack, looks at the rest of the crew. We all just want to try and make things right. And for some reason, it feels like you guys are the ones that are going to be the tip of the spear that's plunged into the heart of whatever's causing this.
Well, spear tip isn't any good without people pushing it forward, right? I almost said thrusting it onward, but that didn't really seem appropriate.
I mean, I Varric, like, awkwardly, he, like, blushes and, like, coughs into his scarf and turns back over the side of the ship and
I'm gonna throw up.
loses himself for a little bit before he turns back to you. Opens his mouth as if to say something, but closes it and then looks at the water below. And he says, "Oh, gods, walk among us. Rope,
What?
rope, now!" And
Okay.
one of the crew members run up to him, Barry, with a fistful of rope, and he ties a lasso or like a hoop around it, and lowers it down to the water. Argento looks, and he pulls this stuff up. Do you look?
Yeah, fucking course I do.
No, you look
Okay.
away.
You crane your head over, and you see a fairly grotesque sight. You see this mass, this like waterlogged, bulbous, bloated corpse of what looks like used to be a drow. But coming out of it are these chitinous spines, almost like brambles, growing from this thing. What used to be its face, like half of it is now this like shelf of rubbery plasticine fungus. Its jaws hanging loose as it kind of looks at you. Its eyes in their natural like dead open state find yours in this like milky sclera that is glazed over with like briny water and slick like what is it like algae and stuff that have kind of grown on this thing over like maybe a day or two. There are wounds in this. It looks like it's been bludgeoned or beaten to death. No sharp lacerations or anything like that. The only lacerations you see are from these spines protruding from this corpse. But it is also it is covered in detritus. It's covered in moss and some seaweed, and like a fish got caught in the armor at some point. It is wearing this really refined armor. This detailed silver and black, beautiful chest plates and greaves and stuff. It seems like the only reason this thing has been floating is because whatever is inside of it has been keeping it buoyant. But Varric hefts this thing up, and this corpse of this drow is heaved on to the poop deck. And you hear as you look over the side, and there are, every minute or so, there's one that comes by and bounces against the hull of the ship, another corpse.
This isn't... If I'm thinking of this right, this isn't fog from Selvatan. This is... myconid spores. A fog of it, because... Look at this corpse. Fungal. Much like...
Oh, yeah.
Much like our treant friend.
Can I investigate the corpse to, like, find out anything about these fungus
Absolutely.
growths?
Absolutely.
Can I assist her?
I'm gonna have you. Yes. Either one of you make a medicine check or a religion check with advantage.
You take that advantage, Benifer.
Face will cover his mouth like, so we shouldn't be bringing this shit in?
15
fucking
on
know.
religion.
15 on religion. Okay. So, what you know about how this thing died? It died in combat. Clearly, it was trying to defend itself. But the like metaphysical aspect of this is it's something to kill a drow like this without like stabbing it or like with an arrow through its neck or without any sort of like lacerations or major like flesh trauma is crazy because it's wearing armor. And there's no dents. There's nothing crazy. There's no holes in the armor. There's nothing indicative of like magic burns or any sort of arcane ailment that is on them. And you also know that, and you've known this based on where you've lived and how you've come up. Drow are incredibly good warriors. They're insane in combat, and this appears to be. It's hard to tell because of how bloated and just destroyed the corpse is, but it appears to be a female corpse, somebody that is very, very good at like combat. They and with as many that are floating down the river, it must have been something really impressive that got these guys. You can tell as well that the spores around you don't seem to be what has affected this. So they're two different things. Does that make sense? Where the spores that are like the mist that is around you doesn't seem to be what killed this thing. It died in another way. It's just the fungus and stuff is what's kind of like consuming it, right? It's a meal.
Yeah, she's just like kind of autopsy like on this dude, like turning his face or on this corpse, turning her face left and right, and like opening the eyelids and like investigating thoroughly.
When you turn the face, this like you had noticed this like bulge in like one of the thighs and then like in the stomach, and when you turn the face, you have changed the trajectory of pretty much everything on the inside, and you turn the head and it just goes and
Kill it.
this black purple smoke comes from their mouth that kind of is almost bioluminescent in how it lights up the area and then fades up into the air around you guys. At this point in your travel, you can't see on either side of the ship about 20 feet. So you can't even see the sides of the river that you guys are currently coursing down. This thing is gross. It's kind of just like this waterlogged, bloated corpse. And as you guys have been going, maybe a dozen, 15 of them have been bouncing on the sides of the ship. Some look like they've been armed. Hadn't even drawn their swords. Some of them were, wearing just normal, like, civilian clothes. Some of them were shackled. And yeah, this happens. This is over the course of like maybe 10 minutes.
The only one I
What?
can think.
What is going on? Where do these things come from? Varric kneels down and does a little assessment himself of this corpse. What else are you guys doing?
My thought is the Underdark. Myconid spores like this. Drow. My best guess is
Possibly.
we should probably speak to Alondra about this. She's the one who would have the most knowledge of that terrain.
As you say that, she steps up the poop deck where you guys are and is on the deck with you guys.
What do you make of this?
She stares in disbelief, but kind of furrows her brow a little bit and goes to one knee at the side of the corpse and aids Varric in figuring out what exactly is going on. Let me make a few BTS rolls here.
Hell yeah, baby.
Because we need, because the
BTS
DMPCs are having fun. Okay. She kneels down. She assesses the type of armor that the drow is wearing. Assesses the emblems and the sigils that are still able to be made out. The shape and the design of everything. She puts her hand on the drow's eyes and says in Undercommon, those of you that could understand it, "Rest in peace, sister." She looks at you guys and says, "This was a drow elite soldier. One of maybe 150 that are now currently under the thumb of Vera."
Great.
Of course.
And they're strong, right? So whatever
Absolutely.
beat them.
Stronger than I, as much as I disdain to admit it.
Phoenix was like look ahead. Is there anything at all in the distance as the bodies like keep like appearing?
Make a perception check.
Huge thing appears in the horizon. Let's see. Perception. Did roll?
Let's see, we
Big
got
money, no whammies.
8.
Yippee!
That's a whammy.
So you go to the bow, and you kind of squint, and it's weird too because you open your eyes, and every now and again, almost like you guys ever been like driving behind like a gravel truck, and
Mhm.
every now and again bits of
Dusty.
gravel like hit your car, and you're just like, oh my god, I hope it doesn't hit the windshield or something like that. It's like that, but with the spores. Every now and again, you get a spore in your eye that stings, and it's not like it doesn't do any damage, but it's like painful, and you have to like close your eyes, and it's hard to open them again because it makes your eyes really sensitive. Like you just gone to get your eyes tested or something, and you go outside and open your eyes with the sun. You're just like, no, I'm reflexively like closing my eyes. This isn't great. So every now and again, you'll get a piece of spore in your eye that kind of makes it difficult to see. And that's obscuring your vision. It's difficult to tell what's there, but you do see, everybody else does, this canopy, this almost like cave like mass of lichen and fungus and mushrooms and even bits of like bramble and actual wood and trees gnarled together whooshes over the ship. This arc, this like little I guess arc, this arc of vegetation and fungus seems to breathe as you pass under it, and after about 30 seconds, you realize into it, the river begins to softly glow as most of the light is taken from you. You are completely enveloped, almost like you're passing through a mountain cavern. But you know that can't be right because you're in the middle of a river that had just been placed in the middle of what you do know are prairies. Like these are rolling hills. These are very vast open areas. So this is quite alien, literally. This is very strange. And as you get closer and deeper into this cavern, you feel bits of like tree branches and brambles start to fall onto the ship. It's not a whole lot. It's like, when you're in the forest and like a bunch of acorns just start like falling in the distance. And you're just like, that's just the natural cycle of things. It's acrid in here, dude. It smells. It smells like moss. It smells like vetiver and greenery. It smells wet and stony, like almost metallic tinge on the back of your nose that like kind of wakes you up a little bit. And it's like musty and it's filling your nostrils, almost like literally with like spores, and you blow your nose or cough something up, and it's like, this thing, this amoeboid, this mucoid, this thing that it's filling up all of your senses. And it's dark too. A couple torches are lit, and Varric stands up and looks around, incredibly confused. The canopy itself is maybe, you got like 30 to 50 feet, and you can tell there is something above you guys. The miasma is kind of obscuring it, but the walls on either side of you that you're like passing about 20 feet away, you can't look all the way up, but you can look to the sides and see that you are walled in. The ship is slowly like going through this cavern of vegetal flesh.
Vegetal. Yeah.
I think we found the source of our spores.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps perhaps we didn't need to look so far for Zilix after all.
I need a break.
You know, darling, I do too. I really wanted to finish those tattoos for you. That would have been nice. Next
Let's
up?
if we come to confrontation, just be aware that I'm still not at my strongest. I
Understood.
doubt that many of us are.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance for a breather in a hot second.
I hope it will not come to blows. Hopefully, since we are not on Feyran's side and we are, you know, primarily compassionate, we should be able to make it out of this unscathed. And hopefully, if it is, you know, this Zilix likely person, then hopefully the name Patori will help. I can only hope.
Has the ship stopped? It's hard for me to tell.
It is hard to say.
No, it
We
hasn't
haven't
stopped.
moved, but
We're still moving.
But as you guys go further into this cave, the walls feel like they're starting to breathe.
Cool.
The spores get sucked in, and it gives you a little bit of vision. And what you see is grotesque. It is disgusting. It genuinely is revolting because you get a good look at it. The light from the torch kind of illuminates a bit of the side and of the cave. And as the spores get sucked in between each breath, you're able to see a little bit, and then it gets obscured by this smoke screen, this miasma, and you see a heaving mass of vegetal fungal flesh that is turned into whatever this is. There are people, humanoids, stuck fast into this sticky, Icarus, resinous mass of vegetation and fungus. There are caps of fungus bursting from these humanoid skins that have been gnarled into weird, strange, unnatural positions. They have fruiting bodies that are just like just jizzing out these spores. Like every 10, 15 feet, you'll get a blast of
ain't
this
no way,
purple stuff. They have like their throats, like some of these creatures, even like animals, like horses, are plastered into these walls. Bullets are plastered into these walls. Actually, okay. This is, I had this written down. Silent Beak. Actually, no, it wouldn't be Silent Beak. Oh no, he's gone. Never mind. Nobody.
Beak's looking at this and writes down, "This is not a safe space, I think."
You see, one thing that's really striking is that, and this is kind of gives you an indicator of what you're dealing with here. When you guys started to move towards Ipswich's school, you interacted with a large entity. These big frost giants that were walking to and from Ipswich's school, and they had a conversation and talked about, getting gifted power and stuff like that. One of those frost giants is cocooned, dead, in the side of this. You see like draconids and other large, impressive creatures all spattered around, being consumed by this writhing carpet of fungus. It is disgusting. The faces are frozen in, their death, in their death knell, whether that be a shriek or a whimper. Half of their face is like, coated in, lichens and blue moss, and it's not very pleasant, and it doesn't smell that way either. But you keep moving through this. Do you guys do anything?
I'll probably just keep covering my mouth here and like knows.
Yeah.
Good
breathe
idea.
through, like, a cloth.
Anybody
Yeah.
who's
State's
not
doing the
covering their
scan.
mouth.
Ah.
Okay, all right. Anybody who has not covered their mouth yet, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What? Only he got a chance to say it. Fuck it.
Well, I
Fuck
covered
you,
my mouth from a
Lazu.
long time ago. I like the second it
You
started.
can't. No, you can't say that. No. Anybody
Bet.
who hasn't covered their mouth yet, make a Constitution saving throw.
Check the
Okay.
tapes. I already said it 10 minutes ago.
Check the tapes. Okay.
We should all.
So that's an
roll.
11.
Tape.
All right. Ooh. Okay.
Vaughn.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
As you guys go through this, you do slowly start to realize you're like, oh, this is not a safe place to breathe. But as you start to form that thought, and you're just like, oh my god, maybe we should cover our mouth, you feel an overwhelming like wave of nausea hit the front of your brain, and you vomit uncontrollably on the deck. All three of you do. You just heave up whatever you had for breakfast. You don't feel any sort of like you have that nice catharsis after you vomited where you're just like, oh, well, I feel a little bit better. But like, you still feel a little bit of nausea as you start to realize I should probably cover my mouth and how I breathe. But that's the only thing that really happens. You don't take any damage, but you vomit all over the deck.
I got to taste that wine a second time. Wasn't good that time.
I'm gonna
Okay.
move down to the bottom deck and get some sort of like covering for. I assume the bottom deck slightly safer from breathing stuff.
There
in
are
when I
windows,
get
and
down
those
there?
have been sealed. It'll take a while for the miasma to penetrate like down through the doors and stuff like that. So Bryant is pretty safe for right now, but like 6 or 7 hours, that could be a different story.
I'm gonna move down there anyways.
Okay.
Hey,
And
stop playing with your fanny.
sorry.
You're good.
And check in and also update him, but
Sure.
also try to find something that I can cover my mouth and his with, like a scarf or something.
Yeah. I mean, you go down on the deck, and there's any manner of like, there's even like raw
As-
textiles and stuff that have been here as like a trade material and stuff. It's copious. There's everywhere. Even bed sheets, things like that.
Does Soot need to breathe as a summon? As a fine
No,
steed?
actually, that's something that I was just looking at. Soot does not need to breathe. He's not a tangible like. He's made out of stardust and shit, so he's not even. He just looks like a tiger or looks like a panther.
While I'm making the rounds, does Cindrus need to breathe?
No, Cinderis does not need to breathe. In fact, as you see when you walk in, you see the spores start to like leak in through one of the windows very slowly. But even as they get close to Cinderis, they like incinerate into these like sparks that get flown away. He's
Wonderful.
good.
Cinderis is the safe place.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, he could immolate this entire fire. Is as you are pretty well versed in, fire is not good for plant. So like it's an element thing. He should
Noted,
be fine.
actually.
And
Noted, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's a good idea. Should you need it, he's there.
Oh,
But yeah, anybody else want to do anything before the journey continues?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a bonus action to turn some sorcery points into a level 3 spell slot.
Okay. Good idea. Nice for prep. After about 20 minutes, Varric, even before that, Varric kind of taps Hornjack on the shoulder and kind of tries to usher him down as though like, Grandpa, it's probably not safe up here, right? You should probably go down and go below deck. I don't want you, like, I as much as I don't like you, I don't want you to die. Hornjack refuses and is adamant. He ties a scarf around his ear, nose, and mouth, and nods his head. No, he's gonna go down with the ship. He is very, he is a consummate captain, at least in his own mind. So that said, Varric and Hornjack remain on the poop deck. The other crew members also are on the poop deck, watching out, and Barry starts to like fiddle with the walls. He like grabs a long stick. He's grabbed this long metal like hook that they use to kind of like hook up bits of rope and stuff that have fallen into the river, and he starts poking some of the corpses that are plastered onto the walls of this cave. Keeps doing it.
Argentum
What is this?
Stop it.
What? I'm
Do you
not
want it to
hurting anything.
consume
They're
you?
already
Yes,
We're already
stop
dead.
it. Oh my goodness, stop it now.
Make a persuasion check.
Teacher Argentum is coming out, buddy. Please, big money. Oh, that was almost big money. Fuck.
He looks you square in the face. And he hits one right in the bloated stomach as it like intestines come out and like wrap themselves around his head and like layer him in viscera and this like green slime. This mist overcomes him. It's time to roll for him too.
Yay!
That's a. He's got Indomitable. Hold on. That's a 12. That's a fail. So he looks at you square in the face, and as this stuff like coats him, he's got this like, you know, his face is square, his jaw is pronounced, but he's kind of like an ugly, stern guy. He's covered in these body fluids from who knows what. It's hard to even tell what he poked, and throws up all over you, Argentum. And he heaves this like mushroom stew that he had from his guts all over your tunic and your leathers. And he looks at you with a quivering lip and says, "So sorry."
So, are we going to continue poking the wall?
He drops the poker.
You are going to go below deck. And you are going to stay down there in a room. Look at a wall. And you are going to think about what you've done.
He nods his head sullenly, and with some heavy footsteps, he sadly mopes downstairs, down towards the middle deck. Oh my god,
Argentum
gross.
is going to pull off just their leathers.
Yeah,
and, like,
you just take
tunic.
out
They're-
like these
they're just
hoses
stripping
of
down. They're like,
intestine.
"Bleh."
If
they're just stripping down to like their skivvies on top of
Gross.
just like a tank top sort of thing. They're like, ugh.
I have a question. Can you
Ew.
hear?
Yeah.
So the guy is going down to the bottom deck where I am.
Yeah.
Can you hear yelling from that deck?
The bottom deck?
Yeah, like if I'm down there near Brian's chamber, would you be able to hear Argentum shouting at the guy from there?
If
Oh, they
Argentum
weren't
is shouting, probably, yeah.
Nope. They were not shouting. That was
Okay.
just stern teacher. You're gonna go.
Never mind.
Okay, that's even
and
worse in a
sit
lot of
the
ways.
Fuck down. Yup. No,
mind.
they're not shouting.
I just
They're
figured
in
the stop-
teacher mode. Oh, the stop it, yeah. The initial stop it was yelled, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you definitely heard that. And then shortly after, you heard the very heavy footsteps of this broad, big man walking downstairs.
I just thought it was a funny visual in my head where he walks past Zephyriah, who's also been yelled at, and he says, "First time."
Got the noose around his neck.
Yeah.
First time.
I hope they won't write a story about me.
Worse. A journal entry, probably.
And he kind of like shudders a little bit and goes to his quarters. Anybody else want to do anything?
Well, so don't poke him. Don't breathe him. Doesn't seem like there's anything coming down on us, though. Maybe if we just lay low, it'll just pass.
That's what I'm thinking. Ugh.
You
feel
wait.
Like I'm going to
Yeah,
smell
I think we're just
forever.
gonna wait.
And it gets thicker and denser. Like you're entering a pool. Like you just walked into a bath of this stuff. You have to start pushing the miasma out of your vision. It's that thick.
Ew.
You have to start like again, you could cut this stuff. You could bite into it. And you feel against the side of the ship this it's like brakes. It's slowing the ship down as you start to realize you are being brought in. You are hitting the end of this cave. And you start to the ship slows to a crawl. It's like maybe 10 feet a minute. But you're pushing through this thick raft almost of floating fungal mass. This grass-like kind of knotted bath mat or carpet of vegetation that is floating on top of this water that is still moving underneath of you, but the ship itself is kind of the water's moving at the pace you guys have been moving the entire time, but this like soft, like almost like styrofoam on either side, like of the ship as it's slowing it down, and you feel again this carpet start to breathe. And
Beak will write down, maybe we can set several fires? Question mark.
How
Good
do
idea.
the spores react to the torches that were lit?
you could, when you move the torches through the miasma, that's what gives you probably the most vision, because almost as though these little tiny spores, these little granules are sentient. They kind of like move out of the way of the flame, just enough to like not consume it, but like it's, they know that if it gets too close, they'll be incinerated.
I don't
But it's
think we
like
should
a
try
chain
to.
reaction, right?
It seems like they're moving as a hive mind.
Okay.
Could I speak to Cinderis if I'm not interrupting?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, of course.
Go for it.
All right. Knock, knock.
Oh,
I hate to bother you again,
hello,
friend.
friend. Not a bother with you. Have you brought any tasty snacks for me?
I am completely depleted until the
Ah.
morning. But I think we're in some sort of... Did you hear that?
I did.
Twilight Zone.
Oh, wait.
Wait, was that real thunder?
That was real thunder.
That was real thunder.
Perfectly
Texas,
timed.
Yeah.
Texas flat, baby. Thunderstorm
Yeah,
time.
no.
Wild.
Yeah, it's. I literally in our chat, I was like, "Hey, yo, is it storming for you right now, Grizz?"
Damn.
You're. I wonder if do we hear the same lightning? That's kind of poetic.
I think
Yeah,
we
that's
do.
nice. Yeah, dude, it was storm when I was in San Antonio. It came down like sheets, dude. It was insane.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Do you have any idea
Zendara
what's
says-
happening around the ship?
I feel compressed. I feel tight, like bricks of charcoal.
Could we have sailed into something's stomach? I mean, I don't know how much you've gotten around since you've been tied to a ship, but Ben, and I read Ben's chat message. You fucking broke me.
I'm not sharing it with the rest of the class. Use your
No, no.
imagination,
No!
chat members.
No, fuck them. Fuck the chat.
No, yeah, okay, we'll keep that one to ourselves. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hey Ben, you have a
Mention
V-Bridger message.
The V-Bridger thing.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, V-Bridger! Whoa!
Oh, V Bridger.
Why does it keep doing this?
Instant karma.
V-Bridger mentioned.
V-Bridger and
It could
V2
be-
is having some problems right now. I had the
It
same
could
issues
be
usually.
that somebody else is trying to connect to V-Bridger. That happens when Alejandro opens his, it opens that on mine.
Ah. It's
Interesting.
Alejandro's fault.
Yeah.
Anyways,
dare you.
Cinderis, could we, could there have been some sort of myconid forest, or is this maybe like a giant myconid, or we're inside something?
Fire devours the fungus instantly. Conflagration and demise.
And he incinerates a vein of these spores that are close to him, just almost like he snaps his fingers and it out the window.
But the fungus thrives in air. It will always come back with spores and silence.
What the-
So you think we should just ride this one out? Blow it up.
This
And you feel a big breath of air, almost like the flame inside of the engine is breathing in the outside, just to kind of like get an idea of what's going on outside. The pipes and the brass rattle. He steams in an exhale, and he says,
This is no mere pile of corpses that I have seen 1,000 times. This
and Cinderis, for the first time since you've met him, voice trembles.
this is something even flames should fear.
Yeah, all right. We'll ride this one out. I just start to walk towards the top deck. Oh,
Yeah. You come out you open the door and it's crazy. It's like you're pushing water on the other side of the door. It's not heavy, but it's got that density to it. It's got that substantial like weight to it. It's got that substance to it. You're able to push it away to the side and it starts to fill it in. You can hardly see around you. You don't know where your friends are. And as you speak,
That's normal
you
for me,
feel
but
your
yeah.
voice. It's like you ever go outside after a fresh snowfall and your voice just doesn't carry.
oh,
It just-
yeah, okay.
It feels
Padded.
muffled and muted. Yeah. After some fumbling around, you run into Argentum.
With your okay, I know that sight is likely limited given how muffled my own voice is, but the ancient elemental in our engine room is terrified of this. So logically, we
What
should
did
be
it say?
terrified too, no?
Well, logically, yes. What did it say?
It said, So do you hear the rain?
It really
It's
feels
not
picking
up,
as
is
though
it?
it's raining.
No.
It
Okay.
doesn't seem like. I'm like, I don't know if it's picking up for me, but
No, it's just, I'm right near a window, so it's really loud.
oh, bet.
Sorry. It said that this is no mere myconid or entity, and we're in danger. We're in danger. We're in danger. Can we get
Okay.
out? Can we get out?
Take a breath, darling. So, as much breath as you can take in here. I don't know exactly what to do, but I worry
Your
that
friend.
trying. Yes.
I know that they're in the middle of something. Is it possible to ask if they would know what to do?
I can certainly try. Could be a long shot.
Just,
I will try.
I have a bad feeling the longer we stay in this, and it's slowing us down, and Brian doesn't have a long time.
There has to be an
All
outcome.
right.
No.
And we really need the rest.
Okay. I'm going to go down to my quarters. See if I can't meditate on it. See if
Sure.
I can't get in contact.
Yeah, of course.
I cannot promise anything.
As you start to do that, you go down under the deck. Anybody who is left up on top of the deck will make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be keeping watch outside.
Sounds good.
With my torch.
Would I roll a disadvantage or anything, or?
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
17.
Okay.
17. Well, that's kind of that's apt.
I
Okay,
can't
cool.
see shit.
That's apt.
Me neither. Me neither.
No, silent because it's
Fucking
actually
high
makes sense.
five, Chris. We ain't seen shit
So
today.
you see everybody else. It's difficult to see anything just because it's so thick, right? But every now and again, the walls in the cave itself will breathe and give you a little bit of vision, enough to get some clues and stuff. Silent Beak specifically, you're locked into this. This is not you've never really seen fungus consume a corpse like this before. You've seen fungus consume corpses, but never like inside of a bile duct or whatever this thing is, inside this mass of decomposing plant matter. This is all entirely strange to you. But while you are looking at the walls, at the corpses that are macheted into the ceiling and dangling from these like sinewy roots and these mucus kind of like sloughs that are just holding these things aloft, like these slime molds and all sorts of it is a congregation of fungus. And you notice a pattern. You notice a system of these breaths. Not just breaths, but the slime mold bioluminescent lights in certain ways. The breaths are in a precise rhythm. The mat of mycelium that you are kind of plowing through expands and contracts, making you guys go faster and slower, creating a structure. The stalks bloom open, they collapse back in on themselves. The caps open up and then recede. This thing is trying to talk to you guys.
The fuck?
Is there any kind of way I can discern, like,
Yes.
a message being transmitted?
If you can think of a way to maybe do that, I'll give you advantage. But otherwise, I'm just going to give you a straight intelligence check to maybe figure out this language.
I think I would like the intelligence check.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just roll a straight intelligence check.
Well, bam! 22. Holy shit! I'm
Holy
on
shit.
fire today.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
you're crushing it, man. Yeah. It's speaking. It's the lights and flashes come piercing through the miasma every now and again. The thump 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 of some of the like mushrooms that are blooming and then hitting the hull and then coming back and then stopping. After about maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes of you assessing and listening and not just that, but like meditating on what this sound, what this method of communication is, Would you like to try and talk to it?
Yes.
Sure. What would you like to try and say, and how would you like to say it?
I guess if this thing is talking to us with like a system of like rhythmic pulses and like noises,
Exactly what it
Beak
is.
will remove the chalk from her little like finger thing that she has, like her chalk on her finger, and will tap her slate like loudly enough to like echo through the cave, the same kind of rhythm back, trying to say hello.
Okay. Here's the big one. Make an insight check with advantage.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Budget
Hell
20.
yeah. Okay.
That's fucking good.
So
Dirty 20.
tick, 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 on the chalkboard. The rhythmic pulsing of the fungoid mat continues for a second. And then all of it stops. Almost as though it stops breathing. And then you hear on one side, the port side, the exact same rhythm, but with a dull, rubbery thump.
What the shit?
Like, are the others are with me here, and they like perceived all this.
Everyone is looking at you. Everyone, like Varric and Hornjack, they're all staring at you like.
Shit, even
got
Zephyr staring at you.
I mean, Phoenix is standing next to Beak this whole time, so he'll hear the chalkboard and he'll think that like he's like missing a message or something. So he looks at the chalkboard and there's nothing written on it, so he's like confused. And then he'll hear the same rhythm port side, so he'll probably just run over to take a look. The shit.
You look over and you see this like long, thin wisp stalk mushroom, almost like a weird fungal finger, tapping on the side of the ship, on the port side of the ship, and it's like it's waiting there. You can still hear the dull like rhythmic, almost creaking of the like woody stalks of some of these mushrooms that are like bending and creaking down and stuff like that. But that it looks like this finger is curled back, ready to like listen to another message.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna run over and say, Beak, I think you got a friend.
Yeah, Beak will tap out the message, friend.
Okay. You tap it out.
Beak, I didn't realize
you hear back?
spoke Marcella.
Crazy.
Excuse me, I speak Amanita Fly.
Is it moral code? Is it moral?
Moral code? Moral
Dude,
code?
I'm out of here. I'm packing it up, guys. It's all right. See,
That's it. That's the game. All right, moral
Great
code.
discussion, everyone.
But on the other side, the starboard side, another stalk comes out and taps out, which in your brief correspondence, you kind of parse the word "who friend," those two words.
Who friend?
Beak will consider and will respond, me friend.
Okay. The fungal carpet heaves almost like a sigh. And then you hear back. And it keeps moving the ship forward. It hasn't stopped the ship a little bit faster than it had. It's almost like it's like an intestine. It's almost like moving you through the system with a little bit of haste.
Beak will quickly re-equip the chalk and write out to the others. Think it's friendly? Question mark. Helping us out? Question mark.
Think it's friendly?
Okay.
I'll just say out loud
As
I'm reading it.
as you guys get that squared away, the ship begins to move a little bit. Argentum, you enter your quarters. What do you do?
They're going to do what they've done the last few times, trying to reach out to previously Vivacri and Praetori. Just as my microphone hates me, I really need a new mic. It's real shit. Just
Shit.
they are going to try to just meditate and just try to reach out to Praetori as best they can.
No, don't do it. No. No.
You told me to.
I know.
All right. You reach out, you meditate, you take some deep breaths. They're a little funky here in this mycelial intestine, but maybe the spores are even helping you maintain your connection, because on the fifth breath, the fifth exhale, you open your eyes and you smell smoke. Campfire. Praetori is at the butt end of a cavern, stoking a campfire, looking up at you, hunched over, and he looks haggard. Looks like Praetori hasn't slept in a week. He's got bags on bags on bags under his eyes. It looks like he hasn't eaten in just as long. And he looks at you and says, "What are you doing here?"
I'm sorry. It's at the behest of Zephyriah, but we are within, at best I can describe as a myconid cavernous intestine, sort of, but short version, to keep it brief for you, is we fought against this treant, and it said to Silent Beak, Zilix, and I believe that your old friend had something to do with its being controlled or reanimated, and Zephyriah was hoping that in your vast knowledge, you might have some idea how to deal with a myconid intestine. It is large and cavernous, and there are bodies deteriorating in the walls.
You found the mycelial mall already.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
A mall. I'm a
A
shrub till
mall?
I'm dead.
It's he looks like he's smiling now. He looked really distraught when you first were apparated into his space, but he's a little bit more optimistic.
You're in the right direction. You've got to make it through. And it may be difficult, but you need to let them know you are with me. Simply say my name, and they may allow you to pass a bit more effectively.
Understood. I will not
I-
keep you at all. Oh, go ahead.
I can't promise that it will happen. A lot has changed, and I'm going to be able to see through your eyes if you let me, but I don't know where you are exactly. But my name should still carry some weight. Should. Maybe.
Hopefully. And yes, I will absolutely allow you. This is imperative. I need you.
I will
I'm
try.
sorry.
If I do, she will know exactly where I am.
I'm working on
If they don't believe you, invoke me, let me through, and I may be able to help.
Okay.
Invoke.
You are stronger than you think, Argentum. You guys have got this.
I will do my best. Both of us.
He stands up and brushes himself off. I better get ready. And you.
He walks over to you and puts a hand on your shoulder.
You need to be the leader I know you are.
And he pushes you, and you fall. Your vision goes back to the back of the cave, almost as your head is about to hit the rock floor, and you feel like you're falling end over end until you flip back into your quarters. Your vision comes back, your cognizance comes back, and this sour smell in the air comes back. You are realistically in your quarters. You are in the corporeal space. You're back.
They are going to stand as quickly as possible and just run up the stairs full tilt.
Okay.
Back to everyone else.
Takes a little bit more effort to open the door than you're used to, just due to the weight of this miasmatic spore carpet that's everywhere. And through 2 minutes of fumbling around in this chaotic mist, you're able to find your friends currently, who are hunkered over this bloated corpse. Alondra, Varric, who else is up there? Silent Beak, Sunder. And Phi, they're all there, just trying to figure this stuff out. And you see that there is a comfortable silence as everybody's just kind of like, what's going to happen next, waiting for something.
How long did that conversation last? Out of curiosity, that Argentum had,
like 5 to 10 minutes, not a whole lot.
During that time, could Beak just have randomly just been like talking about herself?
Talking to them? Oh yeah, you can yeah. What would you like to have said?
Just like, name Beak, work for this. just introducing yourself to the Myconids.
Aw. You get and when you get a response from this myconic entity, you don't really get proper nouns. You get feelings. You get like excited. You get treacherous. You get unique. You get kind. You get dangerous, and you get different words, not necessarily like full sentences or like a structure, but you get these like evocative adjectives that maybe describe how they feel, maybe describe how they feel about you. It's unsure. You're very new to deciphering this language.
It's fun though.
Beak, is it gonna let us out? Is it gonna let us out, Beak?
She just shrugs.
Did she just gesture? Did she just gesture?
She shrugged.
What the fuck?
Hey, thanks for the raid, Monty.
It hasn't killed us yet, so can't be
Yeah.
bad, right?
She does see Argentum, run up and.
I'm pretty sure the idea is slow death.
Oh, it's very slow. Some of these people don't even look like they're freshly dead, but they've been there for being consumed for a bit.
Or mushrooms decompose. They're not like acid. It's not like an instant thing.
And as you get deeper, you even see like trees, like being eaten, covered in these mushrooms that have like gnarled themselves together into this and it could be like hard as rock up there. This like resinous, like stalagmites and shit. It's kind of weird that you're in this like cave, but it's organic. So Argentum, you rush up after you have your vision with Praetori, your conversation.
They burst up onto the poop deck. Just Praetori Cull! We are friends of Praetori Cull.
No, I think you have to do it in Nox. You have to be.
Yeah, as you say Praetori's name, you don't really. It doesn't feel any different. The breathing is shallow now, as it's like acknowledged you. It's breathing in and out. The flesh mass kind of swells up and then recedes, swells up and recedes, kind of pushing you through this intestine almost. But you don't really get a reaction from you screaming Praetori's name.
Beak started talking to it.
How?
She like
Tap.
lifts up the metal claw finger and the slate and like gives a singular tap on it.
Shit, what if that's a bad word that you just said?
You said fuck.
Just gonna slur the mic in
Say
his
that word. The fuck word.
Beak. I need you to tell it, if you're able. Tell it we are friends of Patori Call.
Oh no, and Beak can't spell very well. This is gonna go terrible.
She does like she gives a thumbs up and then she will tap out friend of Praetori Hull.
Hopefully that comes across.
You tap that out.
Friend of predatory bull. Oh, we're so fucked.
And as you tap this out, you get friend of out, and you tap that out normally. But as you tap out the words Praetori Cull in, the broken Myconid that you were speaking, you see the spores. It's very alien and strange, almost like how a flock of like blackbirds sometimes, or a school of fish work together in unison in this like strange metaphysical way that is still unexplained by science. You see these spores recoil, like shudder around you. You can almost feel it on your skin as they move quickly, like vibrate a little bit with each tap of the name Praetori Gull.
Is
And
it
the
like
breathing.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'm like, is it like a good shudder or a bad shudder?
You can't really tell. It's just it's like a vibration. It's reacting to this particular name. And again, you're speaking to the Myconid colony. You're speaking to the hive mind. So this is like, it could be 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000 sentient things. The breathing continues normally. Deep inhale and almost like it's flushing you from this tube. The fleshy fungal mass around the ship begins to push you forward a little violently. It kind of almost knocks you guys on your butt. You're able to find your footing a little bit. You've gotten your sea legs fairly effectively, but it's pushing you through this intestine, almost this esophagus, this combination stomach, bile duct, whatever this decomposing cave on the water is. And you start to move at a normal pace, but not because the water current is carrying you, because this entity is pushing you out. And as you start to go through, you start to feel verticality. You start to feel the ship bow crash out. Some of these fungal pieces break off as you speed up. Going down at a fairly steep incline, maybe about like 45 degrees. It's all these funguses are passing by you. It's like 2 or 3 minutes of this chaotic ride before finally this huge gush of water comes out from above the bow, and you are able to hold yourselves there. Again, sea legs, and you guys are heroic at this point. You're able to not fall down at this little log flume ride you have. But as your senses come back to you, the miasma has receded back into the pustules and little bulbous sores that are on these fungal masses around you, and you see this brilliant purple bioluminescent fungus start to ooze itself out of these spores and light up this cave that has now at this point become a fairly pretty. The water underneath of the fungal mat that's kind of pushing you through this intestine is glowing as well, and in the distance you see what look like more corpses plastered into the walls and like caked into these masses, right? But they start to heft themselves from the wall and peel their limbs from the stalks and the slime that has kind of caked them in and incubated them. And these corpses, some still have the weapons they died with in their hands, lazily dangling at their sides. And they just lumber towards the ship from a distance of about 700, 800 feet. Very wet, thin, gangly, almost undead looking creatures. But these things are drow. They are bugbears. They are orcs. They are, halflings. Things that have been consumed, that have been rotted and picked at over what could be weeks, what could be decades. But it's kind of like preserved them in a way. Some of them are wearing outfits that have been out of style for quite some time. Some of them are unarmed. One or two of them are even children. It's a grim affair. What do you guys do?
What the shit? Wait, I thought you said...
Do not make any attacks. Nothing. I got in touch with Pittori. He said to invoke his name, and that it may still hold some weight here.
Alondra has an arrow knocked.
Alondra, stand down.
So
She
is this
puts
the welcome
she puts her
party?
bow down begrudgingly. She releases her arrow and expertly puts it back in her quiver.
We all know she's
I
gonna
need you-
miss with that anyways.
Yo!
Wow. It's crazy.
I need you all to trust me right now.
Varric
We
looks
are
at you and
within
says,
the mycelial mole.
That's a good thing.
"You better be right."
I hope I am.
Beak will nod, but she'll raise her finger and tap out a message.
Okay.
And it's I think maybe during her conversation with the hive mind, maybe they said it at some point, but she's gonna repeat it back to them. Gratitude.
Yeah. You tap that out. And the humanoid fungal corpses stop. All of them at once, together. And they look up at the bow of the ship. And one of them has a spear that is like, like a pila or like a longer, like a Roman spear, and begins tapping the same thing on the floor of the mycelial carpet. Seems like it heard you.
So
Okay.
it responded with gratitude again?
It responded with the word gratitude, yes.
Uh
And then after a short pause, they begin lumbering toward the ship again. that is like meeting them. It's the ship is moving, and so are they.
So this is the welcoming party.
It would seem so.
Everyone! And they're going to address the entire crew. I want all
You got it.
weapons stored. Keep them sheathed. Do not make any violent moves.
Ah, shit. And then Phoenix will put the gun back to his hilt.
Yeah. You see Barry sheathe his longsword. Elandra puts away her bow and kind of puts it over her chest. The
Better cover your
cowled
arms,
one.
Sunder.
It's lethal weapons, bro. The one in the crow's nest doesn't. It's not that they didn't listen, but you feel like they don't care. As they look at you, yellow eyes, like scanning the poop deck, and then they recede back into the crow nest.
Kill that guy.
Somebody kill that guy now.
All right. Weapons are down. Let's hope you're right.
Alondra, I'd like you to keep an eye on the one in the crow's nest, please.
I have been this entire time.
I expected
But
as
yes.
much. Thank you.
Varric, stay aboard.
I follow you anywhere.
Okay. Honored guests,
That's us.
I need you to follow my lead.
Barry walks over to the gangplank, and as the ship slowly, like softly breaks in this spongy mass, it finds a place to still afloat on water, but it finds a place to rest. And Barry is able to like get down the gangplank for you guys, and then it into the sponge and sinks down just a little bit, but it does feel like you guys are in some sort of intestine. It feels like you're in some sort of like organs, but every now and again you'll get a fleck of stone or a bit of tree or something that kind of brings you back to nature to let you know you're not inside of a body or anything. You're clearly just in the earth, maybe. Yeah, you have a pretty clear path down to this gaggle of 8 to 10 corpses, animated, sluggish, gaze, in the middle distance, not looking at anybody. You can see from where you are on the ship that they're stood, just kind of like zombies, just like looking at nothing in particular, holding everything that they have loosely. Some of them are like half clothed. Some of them are still kind of like dragging back bits of like stringy mucus from the wall as they walk over towards you guys. Yeah, what do you guys do?
Argentum will move toward the gangplank, but before they move to go down it, they will turn to Barry and put a finger in his face.
And you stay aboard. You do not touch anything. You go down below again. You stay put. You do nothing. Unless Varric asks for your help. You do nothing.
Make an
You hear me?
intimidation check.
Ooh, I'm certainly going to try, baby, but I'm a slimy little author.
Nice.
That's an 18, bud. Don't fuck with me.
Barry looks at you and goes,
Of course. Right away.
he turns around and like almost scared of you, runs toward the stairs, opens the door and slowly walks down, closing it behind him.
I would like to whisper to Argentum. Hey. Don't forget you have Loth trying to get into your head.
I know.
Just be careful.
Thank you for the reminder. But I cannot have him poking any more walls and disturbing this place any further.
They'll gesture to their like pants and like undershirt that they're in.
I
Nasty.
should have ordered him to do my laundry at this point, because I'm going to be smelling of his vomit for the next week.
Oh, that's you? Yeah. Thought that was the
Mhm.
mushroom smell.
No, unfortunately, that is me, darling. Shall we?
It's your
Hey.
lead.
Lead the way.
And
We'll
as you
lead.
gather the honored guests at the gangplank, you inhale the sickly, acrid, spore-laden air inside of this mycelial mall, descending the gangplank to parley with what could be friends, these sickly fungal zombies. That's what we're going to call tonight.
Good
Okay.
game! Let's go!
Okay.
Let's go.
What a
Yay,
cool
we
little
made it!
environment.
We made it!
We did
Mushrooms.
We did it!
I love
Mushroom, mushroom!
Mushroom, mushroom!
Mushroom, mushroom.
We're on our fungal arc, boys.
Fungus
Are you done with
among us.
spiders? Are you tired of
Fungus
spiders?
among
Okay,
us.
time for mushrooms.
I'm tired of spiders.
From the makers of
tired of
spiders comes
dragons.
mushrooms.
I'm tired of all this shit. Now you give us mushrooms.
Yeah, that was a good session. I really
Good
enjoyed that. That was really cool.
It was very good.
Great.
This is gonna be the arc where Beak smokes a weed.
It's gonna be, this is gonna
Smokes
be the
weed
arc
and
where
buzzards.
Thunder
Weed.
continues eating random things. again.
It's just like it's just
like
like
you're
rapidly
on
shaking her head.
I'm calling the police!
me and Beak are gonna strip
Is that a
balls on
weed?
random mycelium. It's gonna be great.
For everyone that's
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
for everyone that's Hollow Knight Pillar,
Yeah.
we have entered the fungal core.
We've entered the
Real,
fungal core.
real.
This is somehow.
You guys ever had mycelial mucus?
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Shit,
Of course,
fuck
you know,
up.
dude.
She'll fuck you up, bro. Oh,
I hope
okay.
that's how.
that was
What is it? What was it called? Zilix? Is it Xylix? How do you say the name?
Zilix.
Zilix, yeah.
That better be how Zilix sounds. Like if Zilix has
Oh,
a voice.
Hey,
He's not like.
what up?
If I were writing the
We're all-
campaign,
oh,
that's
you know,
how he would sound.
Katori.
All right, maybe that's how it's gonna be. I'm kind of tired of doing the slow big guy voice, so I feel like
I want
it's
him to
time
be
for a
just
little
like
bit
a
of brevity.
I want him to be just like a
Oh,
little
bro,
guy.
Dude.
Welcome to my fucking domain, dudes.
Hell
What
yeah,
Welcome to
up?
my mycelial mall, where I spend most of my time as a mall figuret.
You know, this is not at all what I expected.
Zilix is my chosen name. My actual name is Terrence.
I'm sorry.
It's Trey.
Fun guy.
You know, you're friends with Patori. I should have known.
Dude,
So
my
was it-
dad owns a fungus dealership.
My dad.
That my
Can't
dad.
arrest me.
He lets me work there on the weekends.
By
This
work,
place
I mean
blows.
smoke.
And by work, I mean I just sit in the back room.
Yeah, he's
while you know,
he's
work.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Damn it. Okay, I was literally trying to say this. That I was waiting for a moment, but if you make him look like an inky cap, which is a type of fungi, you can call him a mock copernopsis, because that's the type of mushroom it is.
You big.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
so
crazy.
bad, and I need to leave.
You're a
Oh, dude.
nerd.
Yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here.
I'm not a nerd. I just
Fuck
googled
outta
it really
here.
fast.
Copernopsis, I love that. And I love
It's
how
called
like
the cop
like,
mushroom.
grippy. No, you know what? I think you're giving me too many ideas. This is really good. I'm gonna write this down. This is great. I know I already have like what he's gonna do, but you know, descriptions are always nice.
I have so many mushrooms that I've
Yep.
memorized. If you need cool looking ones.
man.
I love
the
my
Yeah, send me some
I
cool
have
looking
a
shrooms. It's
poster.
I love mushrooms.
it's the fungal arc, man. Fungal arc. I'm so ready.
Eh, oh.
There's also some really cool surprises down here that I'm excited to show you guys.
Fungus
It's
among
Wall's
us.
body in the wall.
Fungus among us.
Among us.
Oh God, don't again. Stop giving me ideas.
Wow, he
I'm
found
not
wall.
sorry.
No,
Don't
you're good.
look
You're
now,
good.
Zeph.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. You're good.
He's a zombie.
Will we?
Um,
Will we? We haven't rested in a while. Are we gonna be all right?
Would the
You
when,
guys
like,
might be.
when Ray and I were doing like when we were talking and stuff, would that time have constituted as a short rest?
I will say that you guys were probably doing nothing or like doing minimal stuff, light work for about 5 hours. So yeah, that would be a short rest. Yeah.
Fuck yes, brother.
I'll
You're
take it,
welcome.
man.
Love you.
Well, thanks.
I got you, homie. That means I got my
All right.
spell slots back.
So,
I don't.
before
Can't do
we
it.
say adieu to everybody in chat, is there anything cool anybody's got going on this week? We are off next week because I will be in Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, Japan. I'll be in Japan for about 10 days, so we're gonna be off. Yeah, just 1 week, and we'll be back. We'll be back that next Friday. But, is there anything anybody's got cool going on in the interim? Anything you guys are doing? You want to talk about? Anything fun you want to plug?
Leisure's got an anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, he
Got
does.
I was gonna wait till the end. I was gonna
Pointing
wait till the end.
fingers at him.
You guys can go first.
No,
You guys-
pointing
you guys go
fingers.
That's
first.
tonight, right?
You guys go first. Yes. I guess I'll go first. Fuck it.
Go first.
So today we do have my anniversary stream. It's a 3x anniversary, so it's the birthday, which is technically an anniversary, I guess. The debut anniversary and my partner anniversary. All three happening, and it'll be literally like right after this. I'll probably like as we're wrapping up, I'll just like go live and like sit in the waiting room and stuff like that. But
Happy
yeah, we got some cool.
birthday!
Thank you. We got some cool announcements for future stuff, as well as a cool little merch drop that will be shown off, as well as the return of some gacha stuff, like mechanic for the stream. It's like a cool little thing that we do like once a year. And so yeah, tune in. We'll be playing I promised the community if we funded a certain thing, we would play Jump King. So there will be Jump King tonight as well.
Oh,
Jump
no.
King.
Enjoy.
Happy anniversary, Leju.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Happy
it's-
anniversary, Leiju.
We got 40
Happy
years going.
anniversary.
It's like a blink
40
of an eye,
years?
I feel.
Yeah,
Wow,
40
you're so
years,
much
bro.
older than I
Oh,
thought
God,
you were.
you're
years of
old.
Well, he's a
Leiju.
dragon, so he doesn't really show his age.
Yeah. Dude, I never thought we'd be here. I'll be honest. 4 years is longer than I thought I'd be last in 07. But we're out here for sure. So yeah, that's tonight. On my stream.
Nice.
Okay, yeah,
Happy
we will
anniversary.
be
Oh,
piping
yeah.
into you.
Oh, thank you.
That's
so much.
that was weird.
I was gonna say that was a
Piping
weird
into
way
you.
to
What the
word
fuck?
it, but
I
I
didn't
will
hey,
graciously
We'll be
accept it.
rating you. I'll just use the layman's term.
yeah, we're piping Leisure tonight.
Whoa!
That's crazy.
Okay. Anybody else got anything cool going on?
That is crazy.
I'm literally posting it right now in the Cord, but I'm polling to
Cord.
see which dice of the characters you guys would like to see. I'm going to be doing a dice drop later this month in my new Silaria molds, but I am going to be making rounds of custom dice, but the poll based on all the honored guests, because I have designs all ready to go. But the poll is going to be for NPCs and like villains and side characters that you guys would like to see, because I'm going to be doing main cast, but this is for side characters. So make sure you go you poke in the poll so that I know which characters you guys would like to see, because I really want to do some Sao dice drops. So I'm really hoping to have like a nice big drop come October is my plan.
And we had talked about this, but I'm gonna plug quickly and see if what people's what the temperature is on this. Hayden and I talked about maybe doing a set of dice that are the 8 trappings of Lolth, and then the 8th piece, because you don't have 8 dice. The 8th dice would be a coin that's like two-sided.
Ooh,
Yeah. So
the D2.
we'll workshop that, but I think that's a really cool idea, and I think that we should do that. But the character dice are going to be fucking sick.
Yeah, I've been aging paper this whole time, so I'm making
wow.
so I can make like teeny little books for Argentum. and like scrolls and shit. So I've been aging paper this whole time.
Hell yeah.
Fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, fantastic. I'm so excited.
bud.
That's amazing. All right, anybody else got anything cool they want to plug for the next couple weeks?
I don't know.
Well, thanks to one of my lovely mods, I now have Silk Song, so I'll be playing that tomorrow.
Heck yeah!
That's the most exciting
There you
thing I got.
I'm so excited.
know how
That's
that
what I'm gonna be
is.
playing.
Oh yeah.
Let me know how that is.
Oh, I will. I'm hoping it's good. I've been very excited to play it.
Oh, I'm sure they
It's
wouldn't wait that
beautiful.
long and have crap come out.
Oh no, it's
and it seems like based
awesome.
on like all the correspondence that Team Cherry's been having, they seem to like really be taking this very seriously, which is great. That's fantastic. I heard it's full of bugs, says Jay.
I love bugs.
Yeah, it's all bugs, man.
I haven't heard that one before.
Also, quick little plug for no particular reason. You should go see the Demon Slayer movie next week. That's
Ooh,
coming
Yeah,
out.
no
you
reason,
should.
Oh, awesome.
For no reason
Oh,
at
yeah,
all.
bro.
I'm
No
not allowed to say
particular
anything, but you should totally go see it. No reason.
Yeah.
No
I
reason.
can't
Just
say.
go watch it. It's good. I'm sure. I wouldn't know, but it's good. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have. I'm gonna be in Japan. I'm gonna go see Studio Orange. Gonna go see Aniplex, and gonna go buy a
that's hype.
hell of a lot of merch because I'm gonna buy.
Fuck yeah.
I'm bringing an empty bag
No,
to fill
wait,
up
are
with
you
stuff.
gone for a whole week?
Yeah, we're going for 10 days.
What's the
Fuck. Sad.
I know. A lot of people are coming into town too. I don't know if that was why you were
Yeah.
groaning, but
Yeah, it is. It is.
people are coming into town, and I'm upset that we couldn't, but I had to move it for other reasons, and we were just like, we gotta go eventually, so we gotta just figure out when we're doing this.
That's fine.
But it's not the last time I'll see any of you guys,
Yeah, for sure.
and I'll see Hayden next week.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'll see you next week.
You guys
Hell
are
yeah.
all so close to each other. Fuck.
Wait,
I
next
know.
time you're-
Next time I get up to Canada
never
or
mind.
whatever,
Yeah.
maybe we'll see. All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm from Canada.
With that said, Leju, do you want to go live so we can raid your ass?
Sure, I will do so. I will hop out of the call. Thank
Okay.
you so much, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Go live. You too, man. Happy anniversary. We'll say, and we'll also say good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
night, everybody. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Bye.
Bye.